Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to introduce you some thriller movie to watch because it is my favorite genre. So let's go! In 1979, militants stormed the US Embassy in Tehran, Iran, taking 66 American hostages. In the middle of chaos, 6 Americans managed to escape and find refuge with the Canadian ambassador. Knowing that it is just the matter of time before other refugees are found and likely executed, the US government calls on extractor Tony Mendez to rescue them. Mendez has a plan is to pose as a Hollywood producer, scouting location in Iran, and train the refugees to act as his film crew. Movie name: Argo. If they hear you, they hunt you. A family must live in silence to avoid mysterious creatures that hunt by sound. Knowing that even the slightest whisper or footstep can bring death, Evelyn and Lee are determined to find a way to protect their children while desperately searching for a way to fight back. The movie name: A Quiet Place. By the way, they have A Quiet Place too, so yeah, go ahead, watch both of them. Two friends having a weekend trip to Scotland for hunting deer. And then something happened while they are hunting the deer. And now their only hope is to swallow their paranoia and act normally. Can't say a lot of this movie, just watch it. The movie name: Calibre. 3 people break into a rich and a blind guy. Since they think that the guy is blind, so it is an easy target, but turns out the blind guy is really strong. So now those 3 guys are trapped inside the house and they need to escape before they become the next victim of that blind guy. Movie name: Don't Breathe. Ray and his wife stop at a gas station where their 6-year-old daughter accidentally fell down and her arm is fractured. They rush to the hospital and they say their daughter need to have a MRI scan to make sure that she is okay. His daughter, accompanied by his wife, go downstairs to have the scan. While the wife and daughter doing the MRI scan, Ray is exhausted and then pass out in a chair in the lobby. Upon waking up, the hospital have no record of Ray's family ever being checked in. Knowing that his family is still down there in the hospital, Ray starts to investigate what really happened. Movie name: Fractured. A couple tries to spice up their marriage in a remote lake house. The husband handcuffs the wife on the bed to have some kinky sexy game, and she accidentally kills him, leaving her handcuffed to her bed, alone in a remote lake house with no hope of rescue. The movie name: Gerald's Game. Chris and his girlfriend Rose go to upstate to visit her parents for the weekend. At first, the family are really kind, are really good to Chris. So Chris thought the family are nervous because of their daughter's interracial relationship. But as the weekend progressed, more and more disturbing things started to happen, leading him to a truth that he could never imagine. By the way, if you haven't watched this movie, do not go watch the trailer. It is spoiling everything. Movie name: Get Out. When a 4-year-old Amanda McCready disappeared from her home, and the police make a little to nothing in solving the case. So the girl aunts hire 2 private detectives, Patrick Kenzie and Angie Gennaro. As the case progressed, Detective Kenzie and Gennaro face drug dealers, gangs, pedophiles. When they are about to solve the case, they are faced with a moral choice of what is right and what is wrong. By the way, this movie is a very slow burn, so if you have some time, go watch it. Movie name: Gone Baby Gone. A couple married for 5 years. On their 5th anniversary, the wife, Amy, goes missing, and her husband Nick becomes the suspect in her disappearance. The police keep pressuring the husband, and the media also go crazy. And the husband Nick starts to stress out and acting strange, making a lot of people asking, did Nick kill his wife? Movie name: Gone Girl. A woman who is deaf and mute is stalked by a masked killer in her home. Yeah, that's about it. Go watch the movie. The name: Hush. Clyde Shelton is an honorable family man. Until the day his wife and daughter are murdered in a home invasion, he hopes for justice. But the prosecutor named Nick Rice cuts a deal with one of the killers in exchange for testimony. So 10 years later, that man is found dead. and Shelton admits he is the one who killed him. Then he hands Rice a final demands: fix the broken legal system or suffer the consequences. Movie name: Law-Abiding Citizen. Leonard is tracking down the man who raped and murdered his wife. The difficulty is locating his wife's killer, and combined with the fact that he suffers from a rare, untreatable form of memory loss. Although he can recall details of life before his accident, Leonard cannot remember what happened 15 minutes ago, where he is going or why. Movie name: Memento. Louis Bloom survives by scavenging and stealing stuff. One night, he stumbled into a new career as a cameraman. He bought a camcorder and a police scanner to scout and shoot for news. Knowing the more shocking the shot, the more money he will make, Louis starting to get more and more obsessed to catch this kind of money shot. Movie name: Nightcrawler. Recently divorced Meg Altman and her daughter Sarah have bought a new home in New York. So when they are touring around the mansion, they come across the panic room. A room so secure that no one can get in. When the night came, 3 burglars break in. So Meg ran to the panic room with Sarah, but the burglars knows where they are. In fact, what those 3 burglars want, it is inside that panic room. Well, the movie name is Panic Room. Keller Dover, his 6-year-old daughter Anna and her friend Joy went missing. The only clue that they have is an RV that parked on their street earlier. Detective Floki, who is the head of investigation, arrested the RV driver named Alex, but due to the lack of evidence, he had no choice but to release the driver. So the Dover knows that his daughter's life is in danger, so he decided to kidnap the driver Alex and investigate it himself. The movie name: Prisoners. With the help of a fellow Holocaust survivor and a handwritten letter, a grandpa who struggled with memory loss, where he lost some memory after waking up, he goes in search of the person he believed to be responsible for the death of his family, and he is trying to kill him himself. The movie name: Remember. This movie is about a father named David Kim. He is searching for his daughter because his daughter went missing, and the police cannot find her anywhere. So the father, David, starting to get desperate, he begins to search through her laptop, hoping to find something. David contacts her friend through social media like Facebook and looks at the photos and videos in her laptop for any possible clues. And also, this movie are mostly framed in a digital screen, such as laptop screen, CCTV, video call, etc. The movie name is Searching. Marshall Teddy Daniels and his new partner are assigned to Ashcliffe Hospital, asylum located on a remote island. The woman appears to have vanished from a locked room, and there are hints of terrible stuff happening inside the hospital. As the investigation deepens, Teddy realizes he will have to confront his own dark years if he hopes to make it off the island alive. The movie name: Shutter Island. When a married couple, Simon and Robin, unexpectedly encounter Gordo, an acquaintance from Simon's past, little do they know that their perfect lives will be turned upside down. At first, Simon does not recognize Gordo, but after a few series of uninvited encounters and mysterious gifts, a horrifying secret started to emerge. As Robin learns what really happened between Simon and Gordo, she began to question how well she really knows her husband. The movie name: The Gift. The movie follows Cecilia, who received the news of her abusive ex-boyfriend's suicide. She began to rebuild her life for better. However, her sense of reality is put into a question when she began to suspect her deceased lover is not actually dead. Movie name: The Invincible Man. The movie starts off with a young businessman wakes up in a locked hotel room next to the body of his dead lover, with no trace of breaking in or out. He hires a very good lawyer to defend him, and over the course of one night, they work together to find out what really happened. Movie name: The Invisible Guest. A man named Will is invited by his ex-wife Eden to a reunion dinner. His wife got a new husband and she seems a little bit different. So over the course of dinner party, Will starting to feel like Eden and her new husband have a terrifying plans for them. Movie name, The Invitation. Okay, this movie is about a vertical prison with one cell per level and unknown of how many levels. 2 people per cell and 2 minutes per day to feed. And every day there is a descending platform containing enough food for every levels. The platform is a movie about inhuman fight for survival. By the way, this movie is quite hard to watch. If you can stomach some gore, then go watch it. The movie name, The Platform. A woman named Nancy Adams surfing on a beach, which is not a lot of people go there, and suddenly a great white shark attacks her, forcing her to swim to a giant rock for safety. Her left foot is injured and 200 yards away from the shore. So she must fight for her life as the shark is lurking around the rock waiting her to come down. Movie name, The Shallow. This movie is about a family taking a vacation on a beachfront home. And when the night came, 4 masked strangers break into their house, forcing the family into a fight for survival. And then when the strangers take off their mask, the family shocked that the strangers actually look exactly like them. The movie name, Us. Corey Rambert is a wildlife officer. One day he finds the body of an 18-year-old woman on an American Indian reservation in snowy Wyoming. When the autopsy reveals that she was raped, FBI agent Jen Banner arrived to investigate. Teaming up with Lambert as a guide, the duo soon find that their lives are in danger while trying to solve the mystery of the teen's death. The movie name, Wind River. And that is all for my movies recommendation. I'm sure I missed a lot of good thriller movies, so let me know what are other thriller that worth a watch. Thanks for watching until the end. Bye.